Firozan and Elsa lived in a peaceful village surrounded by vast green fields and flowing rivers. The village was known for its simplicity, where people lived in harmony, helping one another. Firozan was a humble young man who always hesitated to take risks. Though he had a kind heart and noble intentions, he often doubted his abilities. Elsa, on the other hand, was confident and full of wisdom. She was admired by the villagers for her intelligence and courage. One year, the village faced an unexpected drought. The rivers dried up, and the crops began to wither. The villagers, who depended on farming for their livelihood, became worried. Their food supply was dwindling, and if the drought continued, the village would face starvation. The village elders held a meeting to discuss possible solutions, but none seemed promising. Fear and despair began to spread among the people. One evening, Elsa and Firozan sat under the old oak tree at the edge of the village. Elsa looked at the dry land and said, "There must be water beneath the ground. If we dig a well here, we might save our village." Firozan hesitated. "What if we fail? What if the villagers mock us? What if there is no water?" Elsa smiled. "What if we succeed? What if we find water and save everyone? The only way to know is to try." Encouraged by Elsa's determination, Firozan decided to help. They gathered a few tools and started digging. At first, the villagers laughed at them. "It's a waste of time," they said. "The ground is too dry." But Elsa and Firozan ignored the doubts and continued. Days turned into weeks. Their hands became sore, their clothes covered in dust. The sun was relentless, and exhaustion crept in. Firozan began to feel discouraged. "Elsa, we've been digging for so long. What if the villagers were right? What if there's nothing here?" Elsa wiped the sweat from her forehead. "Have faith, Firozan. Just a little more." Firozan sighed but trusted Elsa's words. They continued digging. Then, one morning, as Firozan struck the ground with his shovel, they heard a faint, unusual sound. He paused. "Did you hear that?" Elsa nodded eagerly. "Try again." With one final push, the ground beneath them softened, and suddenly, water began to seep through. Within moments, a small stream flowed from the hole they had dug. Firozan's eyes widened in disbelief. Elsa cheered with joy. The villagers, who had doubted them, rushed to see what had happened. When they saw the water, they gasped in amazement. They did it. They found water. The news spread quickly, and soon, everyone was working together to deepen the well and store the water. The well became the heart of the village, saving them from the drought. The elders praised Elsa and Firozan for their perseverance. "You did not let fear or doubt stop you," one of them said. "You believed and took action, and because of that, we are saved." Firozan realized something important that day. All his life, he had been afraid of failure, but now he understood that doubt was his greatest enemy. If Elsa had not encouraged him, he would have never tried, and the village might have suffered. From that moment on, Firozan changed. He no longer let fear hold him back. Whenever challenges arose, he faced them with courage, just as Elsa had taught him. The well stood as a symbol of hope, reminding everyone that persistence and faith could overcome any obstacle. Years passed, and the village flourished. Elsa and Firozan became legends, and their story was passed down from generation to generation. Children would gather around the well, listening to how two determined souls saved the village by refusing to give up. And so, the lesson remained: doubt may whisper fears into our hearts, but those who choose to believe and act despite it are the ones who bring change.